Right, really excited about this next guest, two of them, all right? Met them at a wedding, heard them sing. I've told you about this story. And wow, the goosebumps, the hairs off the top of my head. I was like, who are these? I had to. I stalked them a little bit. And here they are now. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you guys doing?
Good, good, good.
Good to have you here. I'm going
Thank
to
you.
let them introduce themselves so I just don't butcher their names. I know Timo, at least I know your first name. Second name?
My name is Timothy Arinaitwe.
Ari Nightway.
Yes.
Beautiful name.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
name.
And Kendi Nkonge.
Kendi Nkonge.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure to have both of you here.
Thank you for
Thank you so much
having
for being
us.
here.
As
Right, so let's start from the very beginning. Timothy, tell me about growing up, the kind of influences that you listened to, and the people that kind of shaped your musical talent today.
Growing up, actually, I was a hip-hop fan, funny enough. But it's from around class 8 that I started listening to rock and started learning how to play the guitar. And from there, I've been thrown into basically all genres. But I find myself mostly settling on jazz and jazz, gospel, and yeah, mostly jazz and gospel.
Okay, all right. And of course, you guys met many, many years later and decided to work together. But Kendi, what is your story? Where did you start?
For me, I grew up listening to so much. I think I grew up listening to a bit of everything. But I figured I was more inclined to vocally heavy music, like people who could like really sing, you know, from the J-Los to the Whitney Houstons to the Mariahs, and yeah, and I also grew up listening to a lot of gospel music.
Okay,
Yes.
fantastic. So now life moves, and in 2013, the two of you decide, you know what, I like your guitar skills, like, I like your voice. Tell me about that conversation. How did it happen?
That happened as a result of this poetry event by Elsa Fanjora. It's called Eve of Poetry.
We love him.
Yes,
super talented.
he's fantastic,
He is.
man.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing is that he gave us platform to, you know, like do our thing. And he challenged us actually, because at first we were just like, okay, can we come do a cover? Can we come sing this song by Nani? And then the next event he just went like, okay, so guys, I need you to get to a point where you can write your own stuff. And I mean, it opened us up to a lot of creativity and being able to sit down and, you know, coming to terms with the fact that I can actually write something, I can actually create something. And so that's how we started.
Okay. Of course, that part of things, a lot of people don't pay attention to. When you see or when you hear people perform anywhere, you don't understand the kind of blood, sweat, and tears that went into it, the writing process, the producing process, and the fact that it actually costs time and money.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about, I guess, learning that lesson over the last couple of years, and how you guys are doing now.
It's been hard. It's always hard to try and break above a certain
Mold.
level where now people really appreciate you and are willing to pay for you to do your work. Because mostly I find that entertainment is one industry people enjoy the most, but they like to pay the least for. And it's really hard for most artists to break it to a point that people are willing to pay for their work, yeah. But we've come from far, I have to say.
It's important to see that there is still progress, regardless of I guess, where the industry is.
Yeah.
Speaking of industry, of course, we had this conversation earlier.
Yeah.
The fact that, and I don't know if it's a Kenyan stigma, I don't know what it is, but we take an artist and we sort of oversaturate them. We listen, we celebrate, then we're done. We shelve you, we move on to the next, you know, and it keeps happening. Whereas I want to talk about creating room for up and coming and for up and coming artists to know that, hey, by the way, I'll make it if I just go, you know, in this direction. What can you say about how hard it's taken you guys to really just get your heads above water?
I mean, it's very true. It's something that's happening. It's something that's a reality. And what happens is that sometimes you find there's a lot of unhealthy competition, because now it also almost makes you want to move away from being true to who you are as an artist and just create what people will pay for or what people will, you know, consider good. So, I mean, just being able to stick and to stand your ground and be like, you know what, this is what I'm creating, and you have to get to that point where you love it so much enough for someone else to love it and believe in it as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Looking at the message behind your music and, you know, the kind of sound that you want to put out just to be recognized for that, what can you say to that, Tim?
Message is really important, like for me and also for Kendi. I'd hate to be a person singing songs that are played in the clubs, or where the music doesn't inspire people to be better versions of themselves, or to tell a story about how you felt and how maybe that could help someone else get above what they're feeling now.
Okay.
And in everything we write, we always try to raise the generation.
Okay. Of course, you guys do an arrangement of different music. Tell me about that. Do you do covers? Do you do your own songs? And how do you balance?
Well, so a lot of the times in the beginning was us doing covers, but thank God we've been able to get to a point where we can write our own stuff and, you know, come up with arrangements. And Timo does a fantastic job where sometimes he'll come up with a really cool instrumental and, you know, he'll run it by me and I'll be like, I can sing this here. Or sometimes I'll just get a random inspiration of lyrics and I'll be like, yo, write to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, and original is the way to go. Original is really the way to go. Yeah.
But you also do really great covers.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, y'all
Yes,
do.
yes.
Yeah.
And it helps. It helps because covers are a great platform for learning.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you want to practice and say, okay, this person did this. Can I do it like them? Can I do it better than them? Can I do it different?
Okay.
Yeah.
Money is a big thing when it comes, of course, to especially the creatives. Because as you said very correctly, a lot of people don't want to pay for entertainment.
Yeah.
Can you rely fully and solely on your music based on events, or do you feel like I still need my job and this is kind of my side hustle?
Well, for me, being a student right now, but of course, I'm looking to that part of the future. And no, not for everyone. And I feel like that's one of the sad things in Kenya. And majority of the artists can't rely solely on what you get from the music, which is something that we really are praying can grow. Because, I mean, it's an investment. For example, something like the guitar or even vocals, someone probably paid for lessons as they grew up, you know, to be able to deliver this. And then it takes people's time. I mean, people also use money and resources to be able to provide this entertainment. And so I think it's something that should be encouraged, something that should be spoken about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys working on an album, and what are you thinking in terms of the arrangement, the production, the sound, and everything that, you know, basically you want Kenyans to know about you too?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Could you throw me under the bus?
It's okay. You're all right. Go for it.
We have talked about it. We have. And we could say we have a few songs already. And we're getting to something.
Okay.
That's true. Well, we're leaning a lot on live performances because live performances are so thrilling. Like the thrill with just performing there, you know. But definitely that's a direction I would love to take. Carefully though, because I feel that a lot of times people rush into it either because well, it's not bad for people to ask for an album. But for me, the main thing is be true to yourself. I wouldn't want to just release something because, oh my goodness, pressure. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So however long it takes, I want to be able to come up with an end result and I'll be like, yes, I worked on this one.
Okay.
And I'm happy with
Organic approach. I like that.
Yes.
Taking your time.
Yeah.
I spoke to someone yesterday who has been working on a film for 10 years. And she has finally managed to get everything together, and she's finally shooting it. And we were talking about that process, that organic process, that sometimes it's okay. It's okay for you to even shelve it and leave it for a while and then come back to it rather than rush it and then look back and it wasn't what you really wanted, you know?
Another great example is June Gashui.
Yeah.
Thank
and
you.
how her album basically took.
And have you
A long
heard
time.
that
She
album?
is.
Yeah.
What?
Yo,
Really
if you
amazing.
haven't heard June Gashui, and especially live, you need to get from under that rock and find out.
Yeah.
We are going to connect you to her and to these guys on social media. But we have a caller on the line. Good morning.
Hi, Gobi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Excellent. You have a question or comment, love?
First of all, I really love Kendi. I really love your show.
Thank you.
And I just have a question. I have been singing for a very long time in my church.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to do my music and start recording and performing live.
Yeah.
And I just don't know where to start.
Okay.
So I really want some advice on how to go about it.
That's a great question. I love that you called. All right, go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's an amazing question. And I think where we are today, especially in our country, what it takes a lot. And I think one of the things that's very important is to put yourself out there. I mean, just be bold and be courageous. If you can, I love that you said you sing in church. That's one of the very good platforms, you know. Like you can sing in church. Look for someone, reach out to probably your pastor or something.
The worship team,
exactly.
just walk up to them.
Yes,
and
yes.
tell them
And
I
you
want
know, you can do a special here and there. And I mean, just talk to people about your music. Reach out to your friends. Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. Be brave. I keep saying that on this show. Be brave, step out there and do something amazing, you know. Today we are talking, of course, about praying and doors opening up for, you know, the things that we want in our lives, and especially going into a new year, 2017. It's going to be great, guys. It has to be. After 2016, it has to be the best year of our lives. That's what I keep saying. What can you guys say about opportunities coming, you know, people hearing about you and you know, sharing your contacts, the network, and just God doing amazing things in your life? What can you say about that, Tim?
Well, for me, this has been one of the years that I've been most proud to know about, to know people, because a lot of my friends are taking very bold steps. Like Kendi had her first show this year, and it was so amazing to see my friends like growing, and that's just, you know, a focus to go.
Okay. What about you, love?
I'm happy that, I mean, that's what we're talking about, because I think for me 2016 has also been very huge, and I appreciate the fact that what prayers do a lot, of course backed up by work, and something that I've learned, this is like a personal testimony, that God surely rewards every single thing that you do, however little or however discouraged you may have been at some point. I mean, just put the work into it, then add the prayer into it, and
everything will work out. When you guys look at your future and where you want to be musically and also just in life, what do you see?
I keep telling my friends I have this crazy dream of just singing to all African heads of nations. Like, it has to happen. I mean, like, what?
We know people at the AU. We know people. We know people, yeah. And you need to go for the next assembly meeting.
It's like how Obama has this thing where artists are always like, you know, like Obama and Michelle are sitting down for artists to come and perform.
Yeah.
Like, what can we just
amazing.
tell?
Our dear president,
Yours.
There's a request here for these two individuals to come perform at State House, and we also want to bring in the First Lady. She supports artists.
Yeah.
Okay, so these guys are available to perform at all government events this coming Christmas holiday, right, guys?
Yeah.
I'm vlogging you.
You know?
Yeah, but how do you get gigs?
It's
wow, the
more
silence is deafening, guys. All right, tell me.
a lot of people just come to us, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of the time people come to us, and a
Word
few
of mouth,
times-
networking, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
because the musical industry, like, very many people know each other, and you never know what you do, maybe which is on YouTube or on another media platform, and
Okay.
it just gets to someone's like, I want you.
Yeah.
All right, and you guys are reasonable when it comes to your rates, money-wise, yeah? Yeah, okay. So they do everything, y'all. They do weddings, okay? They do parties,
Yeah.
corporate and personal parties.
Government.
Okay, they're very available.
Government.
Government, okay? Safaricom,
You know.
Airtel. If y'all are having any gigs, these guys are available. You know what? Let me give you a sample of what they will sound like live when they come to your event, so that you can't say, hey, Kobe, you sold me no, I didn't sell you a lemon, okay? They're here, they're ready to perform live. Tell me the song that you're going to perform.
So this song is called Gravity. It was written by Timo.
Oh, great.
Yes, and I arranged it, and so yeah, it's a song that we love. It's a fun song. It's a song that pretty much lifts people up.
Okay.
You know, like there's so much to this life. So even when you feel like you're being pulled down by a couple of things in life, get up and.
Right. You guys do not so much gospel, but you know, inspirational music, and that's what you want people to hear that message, and whatever situation they're going through, for them to be lifted.
And personally, I believe gospel is your whole life. Gospel is what you're preaching as a human being. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, here they are. Please walk. Feel free. Okay, the moment has finally come. They will be performing for us. All right, and they're on social media. All right.
Yeah.
There we go. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, go for it. I'm just gonna chill here and listen to y'all. Okay. What's the name of it?
Gravity.
Gravity.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Okay. this chair. Okay.
Gravity's calling and I keep on falling, pulling me down so low. And there I lay. Every time I get here, letting all the fear consume me whole. I don't think I'll be okay. And gravity's calling and I keep on falling, pulling me down so low. And there I lay. Every time I get here, letting all the fear consume me whole. I don't think I'll be okay. What I don't know is within me is the part I choose to be happy. I won't let the smile in me be forced to frown. It ain't anywhere else, it's in you. You just gotta be the one to pull yourself through. And when the going gets tough, what you gonna do? Keep your head up high, gotta stand tall, you'll get through it all. It ain't anywhere else, it's in you. You just gotta be the one to pull yourself through. When the going gets tough, what you gonna do? Keep your head up high, gotta stand tall, you'll get through it all. What I don't know is within me is the part I choose to be happy. I won't let the smile in me be forced to frown. It ain't anywhere else, it's in you. You just gotta be the one to pull yourself through. When the going gets tough, what you gonna do? Keep your head up high, gotta stand tall, you'll get through it all. It ain't anywhere else, it's in you. You just gotta be the one to pull yourself through. When the going gets tough, what you gonna do? Keep your head up high, gotta stand tall, you'll get through it all.
Oh my gosh, I can't. You are so amazing.
Thank you.
Timothy and Kendi, you're just unbelievable. The sound is so good. Due to public demand, we would like to ask for an encore. One more. Can you guys do one more for us?
Yeah, sure
It
thing.
sounds so good. I can't. I know y'all are feeling it, so I'm gonna get you one more jam. All right.
All
Okay.
right, so
Here we go.
this next one is called Kilio.
Okay.
Yes.
Kilio, I love it.
Yeah.
All right, go for it, guys.
Nina huzuni nikiwaza jinsi hali ilivyo. Nina huzuni nikiwaza mimi pahali nilipo, nikikumbuka jinsi ulikufa msalabani na misumari ile ulidungwa Kalivari, na kisha ninazidi kumwinua binadamu na kusahau kwamba wewe
You guys are unbelievable. I told you all. These guys don't believe me. I told you. I told you. You guys are unbelievable.
Thank you so much.
You literally transport people somewhere with your music.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do. You are absolutely gifted. I can't wait to see what you do next. Guys, all producers, okay? Videographers and also everybody. Look at this talent. Let's do something together. Thank you. This was such a blessing. Absolutely our pleasure.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to see what you guys do next.
Yeah.
All right. Please log on to social media platforms where we'll connect you to Timothy and Kendi. These guys are awesome and they're available and they will actually really turn your event into something else. I can tell you that for free. Okay. Right. We asked you a question earlier on the show: which artist gained prominence after winning the Peak Talent Show in 2009? And oh my goodness, now she's international.
You know?
Yemi Alade is that songstress, really doing big things. She's even done this commercial with Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, the shell one.
The shell one. Girl! Anyway, you know what? Doesn't matter where you start. It's all about where you're going. And God will take you there.
Yes.
Yeah. Hard work and prayer, like Kendi said.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Log on to social media platforms to find out if you are that lucky winner. And of course, please tell us also if you are an upcoming artist, if you have talent and you just don't feel like you have a platform, holla at me. I'm going to hook you up, all right? Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Have a blessed and beautiful day. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
One more. Yeah, sing, perform. Why not? Yes, I'll stand here in the background.
All right,
I'll be
all
your
right.
pip. One more. Just a Kanusu one to take us into credits. Take your time.
Let's do.
Let's
okay, yeah,
do.
let's do heartfelt expressions.
Okay,
Whiskey.
there you go. I love your process.
Picture a fairy tale that's not real enough. There you are with a story to tell, something you're thinking of. Who am I? Ask yourself, where is that place I can run to cover my disgrace? Picture a fairy tale that's not real enough. And there you are with a story to tell, something you're thinking of. Who am I? Ask yourself, where is that place I can run to cover my disgrace? She doesn't have an answer. All she does is sit and whine. Nobody wants her. Purity like gravity just brought her down. There she sits wearing an expensive frown. 6 months down the line, she doesn't have an answer. And all she does is sit and whine.